was creepy. What happened?
It's the eclipse.
It's the eclipse. Woo.
I'm not used to that wonderful.
That was so interesting.
That wonderful opening sequence that we have with our jazzy music, and then that.
Yeah.
I know. It made you wonder if he needed to look behind you and check behind you to see what was happening. That was really cool, though. I kind of liked it.
Okay, well, it's the eclipse.
Kudos to Cameron for making it ultra dramatic.
Ultra dramatic.
Y'all.
That is the C way. CP.
Oh my gosh. What is happening?
Making it dramatic makes it interesting. So, I don't know, y'all, but happy Monday. It's the
Yes.
eclipse
For sure.
today, if you haven't heard.
It's the solar eclipse edition of the morning blend. And so all things today are, will be, I guess, solar eclipse
We got the
themed.
memo. Darian and I got the memo. We're in
Yes,
black.
Cameron is just
no.
no. Let me tell you why Cameron isn't in black today. Cameron, tell us what happened over the weekend.
So, I didn't know if y'all knew this, but I am engaged.
Really now?
And to
You don't say.
the love of my life, Jake Thompson, and I have a ring and everything. It's official. And now if I run into anyone who doesn't know, I know they don't watch the morning blend, so I can
There you go.
call them
yeah.
out. But we took our engagement pictures this weekend.
I wish we could get a close up of that shirt, y'all.
Wait,
it
it's
says.
impossible. Hold on.
Here we go.
Okay, let's do this
Let's see
because
here.
you all have to see what this says.
Oh my gosh, there we go. Okay.
There we go.
Peep the earrings. They say, man, I feel like a bride.
Oh, that is, and she's all blinged out, yo.
Yep. So I am definitely entering my obsessed era for being engaged. So,
Yes.
Oh, and the back of the shirt, too.
Oh my goodness.
A little more.
Oh, let me
more
see
extra.
in my engaged era. Oh my gosh, that is sweet.
So shout out to my future mother-in-law. She got me this shirt. So.
oh, did she? That is so awesome.
Shout out MK. We love her.
That
She's
is
so sweet. So, yeah, y'all, I'm not blacked out for the eclipse, so I'm sorry. But
No, she's ringed out and bailed out. Ringed out and bailed out.
Yep.
That is awesome. So, but Ryan and I did, we
Yeah,
did get
y'all
the
look
memo.
fantastic.
Yeah,
We're not
blackout.
sure, what's going to happen today.
Yeah, we're gonna be ready though.
Superstitions all bound, but I guess you'll get into that later. So.
Woo-hoo. Yes. So, Cameron, tell us what is on top of the hour today.
Our question of the day
Yes.
is, do you believe that there is life on other planets?
Can we get the sci-fi music again? Okay.
If you all have thoughts on this, please drop them in the comment section of the video.
Yes, please.
Do I believe there is life on other
First of all,
planets?
let's settle this debate right now. There are 9 planets. Yes, I'm going to say it. I'm on record. Pluto is still a planet in my book.
Scientists would disagree with you.
Anybody who has grown up in the era that I grew up, since we're talking about eras, knows
That is the
Pluto,
really old era.
Pluto, I'm looking. Who am I looking at
laughing
over here?
because I'm older than Ryan.
Oh my gosh. Anywho, yeah, Pluto is an actual planet. Thank you so much. So there's 9 planets. Now, would there be life on any other planet in our solar system? What kind of life are we talking about? Is it a bacterial life form?
See, that's what I'm
Single-celled
wondering too.
amoeba?
Because see, I
mean,
don't
don't make me nerd out on y'all right now. I
right.
love space.
No,
This is
let's
awesome.
go in depth. Let's go in. So, like
tapped
you
Ryan's
said.
geeky side.
24/7 nerd over here when it comes to the
Right.
astronomy stuff.
I love it.
All right, so
By the
do
way,
we?
wait,
Yes.
what? I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say some people are already in the chat. Pam Holland said, I love it, Cam. Going back to...
Thank you, Pam. Thanks, Miss Pam.
And then somebody
love
named-
her. Love her.
Somebody named Jared says, whoever she's marrying is a lucky guy. Are you
That is
Oh,
my
that-
fiance.
Jake, that is too funny.
Jake Thompson.
Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. That's so sweet.
At least he's watching.
Hey,
Yep.
that's right.
Watching, yep.
All right, but yeah, if there are other planets, which we assume they are because they've
Yep.
been discovered, the probability has to be that there's life on another planet. I mean, it's just
In
gotta
some form or another.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I would go there. I don't know that I think that there are humans on other planets. Other humans.
be. Nothing could be like us. Excuse me.
Okay, so Ryan's dipping out. You did leave. Okay, so I don't know that there are other humans on other planets. I don't think I believe that. But I do believe that there is life of some sort
Right.
on other planets.
Yeah, and that gets interesting because it's, if there's life on other planets, are they, adapted to crazier conditions than we are? Or, maybe they live on a planet that's like 300 degrees at any given second, that kind of thing. So I think, when it comes to like single-celled organisms, amoebas and stuff like that, I feel like I don't know if that's ever been proven yet, but it just makes sense, for there to be things like that somewhere far away on a really distant place. So,
Could be on Mars. Could be somebody
Yeah.
knows something. Maybe I should look this up right now. I feel like this has already been proven.
Right.
Let me look it up. Is there life on Mars?
Well, while you're looking that up, we have joining us this morning a special guest all the way from Sonic on Pecan Land Road,
Uh-oh.
Mr. Frank Bennett. Woo!
Blackout delivery.
And he's
My God.
y'all look at the we're gonna be a little bit rude this morning because
Tell us about
we
it.
have
Tell us
stuff
about
and we didn't bring enough for everybody, but
This is the best part.
it.
oh,
Did they give those away too?
Whoa.
Frank, did you get one? Did they
Are
have
these
2
legit?
or 3 of these?
Whoa.
Thank you.
I can't see it.
That's
I
on you.
literally can't see it.
I hope so.
These must be real.
They
Woo,
better be.
woo.
Oh my gosh.
Y'all, this is awesome.
Yes, and this is the best part of all, y'all. And we're going to talk about all the solar eclipse specials today.
Yes.
That's going on around town. We found out courtesy of our local News Star newspaper. So we're going to be sharing that in just a little bit, but this is their solar eclipse drink.
Blackout
and it is called
drink.
The blackout slush.
Ryan and I,
Y'all are matching.
We are
Y'all are
dressed for the
matching.
part.
We're here.
We
What's
are
going on
dressed
this
for the
time of
part.
day?
What is happening over here?
With a
I guess-
memory for the eclipse today.
Y'all are the sun and we're the moon.
That's
There we
right.
go.
How about that?
There we go.
I love it.
That's it.
Uh-oh,
This was
we're
intentional.
high-fiving y'all.
So, y'all, I have to tell the story. If you didn't see our super awesome video that dropped on Friday, I was on the phone with Frank. We were talking about, I can't even remember what we were on the phone about, but we got off topic about Eclipse. And I told Frank about the promotion at Sonic they were doing. He said, I'm going by Sonic right now. I'm going to get us some. I'll see you in a few minutes. I was
Check
like,
this out. I was interested.
I was like, haha, yeah, right. I thought he was joking. One thing about him, he wasn't joking.
Wasn't kidding.
Matter of fact, he went and got us some of those blackout drinks, and it, definitely made my day. And I, it's really good. It's really sweet, but
It's really sweet.
it is dangerously sweet.
We are going to be flipping out today.
Right.
Sugar
I grabbed me
rush.
a
My
sausage.
wife is watching. Yes, I'm not supposed to have this.
Today's
Well,
a cheat day.
It is such a cheat day.
Right.
And, I made sure that I ordered a breakfast burrito so I can give it something to land on this
substance.
morning.
Oh, there you go.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Frank, for bringing these. We're so on theme right now, y'all.
And thank you for joining us this morning.
Yes.
And co-hosting with us. Ryan has like ants in his pants this morning. I mean, it's like,
Did he drink his blackout?
I know already.
I'm
I
hyped.
guess he
Woo.
sucked it down.
I mean, super
Let's
hype.
do it.
I woke up, I was so ready for today. Yesterday, I was so excited. I was looking forward to it. And I woke up more often than I normally do during the night. And it's like, it reminded me of being a kid. And I knew I had a field trip the next day for school, and I couldn't sleep the night before. And I don't know why I was so geeked up about today, but I really am. I could not wait to get up this morning. So, yes, I am so ready.
I'm excited.
right.
I don't
too.
think we solved the riddle of is there life on other planets, but maybe
Well,
we're
Frank, what
beyond
do
that
you
right
think?
now.
Yep.
It's hard to deny it. Certainly.
People or life form?
I would say a life form. Hard to say on the first part of that.
Law of probability states.
People. What are people? What are people?
Oh,
Human.
Right.
Humans.
I would say life form for sure.
Definitely agree with that.
I mean, we're a
Yeah.
life form also.
By the time I get to the bottle of that blackout drink, I'll probably say it's
Aliens are real.
humans everywhere.
Saw one.
Might be what's in the drink. I don't know.
Well, I am so excited to get into the news, get into upcoming events, because then we can get to our eclipse stuff. So let's
Yes,
dive
let's
right
roll
into
through
the
this.
news.
Yeah.
Y'all, I haven't turned the music up
you
because.
know, you can just, how about, bring it back. We'll do it one more time.
Okay, all right, we'll pretend. Okay, here we go. All right,
Wait, just,
let me start over.
yeah,
Yep,
just start over.
to the news. Here we are. Okay, y'all. So we are so excited to, and we haven't talked about this yet on the Morning Blend. I'm surprised we haven't, but we have a new mission statement. And I have a graphic up. We'll throw it up on screen, and I'll just read it real quick. Louisiana Delta Community College provides accessible and affordable high-quality education and training to the individuals, families, and communities of Northeast Louisiana to drive regional economic stability, wellness, and wealth.
I'm going to ask you to pop that up again in just a moment, but
Okay.
we can bring it down for right now. Because I want us to discuss, we represent different areas of the college. Cameron, you and I are kind of the same. You know, we represent the brand of the college. Ryan represents faculty and teaching. And a bunch of other stuff unofficially. and Frank represents the fundraising aspect of the college. So when we look at that mission statement, you can pop it back up.
Okay?
When we look at that mission statement, I think for us as employees, we have to look at that and determine where we fit into that. How do we represent the mission from the seat in which we sit at the college? And so when we see that, you know, and I read that, okay, so when I read what we do is to provide accessible and affordable high-quality education and training to individuals, families, and communities of Northeast Louisiana. And the purpose of us doing that task is to drive regional economic stability, wellness, and wealth. So I figure, we can bring it down. I figure in that my part broadly is to help impact our region's economy. Because if the economy is dead,
That's right.
life form is dead.
Yeah.
And so for me, when I look at the efforts that we push through our office, is to support the things that are going to impact our region's economy. And so, Frank, from your space, how do you see yourself in the mission?
Definitely, I see it from that same lens, but with the partnership slant. You know, being in the community, developing relationships, those valuable partnerships that either come in form of financial support or come in the form of building a pipeline for our students to go work for that company. Whatever that takes, or if it's even engagement, having a partner to come on campus and talk to one of Ryan's business classes, something like that. That type of campus engagement is kind of where a relationship can begin. You know, for somebody that desires to help the college, and it comes in many shapes and forms. Of course, in the end, I am looking for financial support to help, scholarships, program support, whatever it may be. But for instance, Friday, after we had our delicious blackout slushes, I got a phone call from a gentleman that was driving from El Dorado to West Monroe that wanted to donate a car to the automotive department. So I mean, that's something you don't normally expect, but it is something that it is very important as far from the foundation standpoint of ways that we can help support, whether it is in-kind donations,
Yeah.
whether it's pipe and steel or medical equipment or samples for for Dr. Jones to use now.
Yeah.
Things like that. So there's so many different ways that I see how I represent that statement. But most of all, I look at it in partnerships.
Got it. That's really good. That's really good, and it's interesting because your identity within that mission statement is a little different scope-wise than our identity in that statement, but yet it serves the same purpose.
I would say that everybody at this table, we all overlap. We're many different colors, we're many different shades, but we all overlap. I mean, that's just the way that how we should represent.
Exactly.
And that we're covering that whole statement. But I own a piece of it, Ryan owns a piece of it, you two own a piece of it, and everybody else. We stand beside each other, and we're just layered all over that.
Agreed.
So.
Agreed. I think, Ryan, your space is probably more straightforward and as far as being understood generally than probably ours. But
I mean, the instructional
please
side.
speak to it.
Yeah, the instructional side. Obviously, I mean, we're looking at the first line. Providing accessible and affordable education. I mean, that right there just kind of speaks to it. High quality is another great adjective that we're putting in there because it can't be just, we give you something here, good luck.
Right.
But how are we hitting each student in the ways in which they learn the best? We talk about, some people learn better auditorily, some people learn better visually, some people learn better kinesthetically, and the list goes on and on. So how can we touch those lives and provide an opportunity for success at every turn? And that's what we're trying to do in the instructional side for sure.
I would challenge every employee to look at that new mission statement and find your space in it. Even though Cameron and I are in the same department, serving the same purpose, Cameron has her unique way of delivering it because of who she is and her personality and her individual characteristics. And I have my own way, my own ness of delivering services and, to the college community and to our external community. So even though we may do the same things, they will look a little different because we're two unique individuals. And we find purpose in what we're doing because we're able to bring our uniqueness to our task. And it makes it fulfilling for us. And so I would challenge each employee to look at that mission statement, find your space in it, and own it. Take possession of it because
Absolutely.
no one can deliver it the exact same way that you can deliver it. And when we're all bringing our hearts and our gifts to the table to give what we can give that is uniquely us in fulfilling this overall purpose, we are what the old people used to say, you're cooking with oil,
Right.
You're cooking with
Cooking with
oil.
grease,
Right.
yeah.
We're kicking on all cylinders then.
Yep.
And we would be living in that ideal state
Right.
of operation for the college. And so, we have to have purpose. Humans are driven by purpose. We perform
Absolutely.
best when we feel that we're contributing to something that's bigger than ourselves. And
Absolutely.
the mission of this college is bigger than ourselves.
Yeah, and I see it as such a unifying statement, and it makes me imagine, especially with what Frank was saying, a huge collage, a huge art piece of some kind where each piece is unique, each brings something different to the table, but the overlap and the way we're interconnected makes LDCC. And, thinking about your unique talents and gifts and how, it brings to the college. I mean, every day you bring something unique and different to the college that helps it and makes that image of LDCC a little bit brighter, a little bit more dynamic.
Yes.
So that's what this statement means to me, because it packs a punch in just one sentence, but that's what we are. And I think our new tagline that we voted on as well gives that same kind of simplicity to something so complicated, and that's inspiring minds, transforming lives, and building futures. And that's something we voted on, the students and the employees voted on, and this is the one that was chosen. And I think it for a good reason. I mean, inspire, transform, build. That's what we're here to do.
Those are very, very strong, powerful words. And inspiring minds. That's students, that's employees, that's community, that's everybody. I mean,
Absolutely.
when people feel inspired to do something, that's enduring.
I mean, that's every conversation that I have with a potential partner in industry. I want to inspire them to give. I want to provide them that opportunity, which everyone should have an opportunity here. However, whatever that looks like.
Yes.
Then why shouldn't I give that opportunity to a potential donor? Whether it's for an event, whether it's for scholarship, whether it's to come and feed kids.
Exactly. Connect with us.
Absolutely.
Transform and build. Though I mean, those are such powerful words. Now I will have to disclaim this. I did get a few emails of people who were not happy about departing from our former tagline, and I get that.
I get it too.
I get that because it was a great one. Some people, I thought it was great. Some people weren't that big of a fan of it, but I thought it was great, and I thought for the stage in which it lived, it was great for the time.
And this one will too.
Yes. I think that this will live based on how much life we choose to breathe into it.
Sure.
And that comes back to us finding our identity within the mission statement and finding our space and purpose in it. We give life to this tagline. We do.
Sure.
We do.
Absolutely.
We make that real.
And powerful.
Yes. Yep. So there you have it. That's something to think about. Mindful Monday.
I will say
right.
it's going to be hard to stop saying "Start Here, Go Anywhere," but I will try.
I mean, and that's with anything. I mean, when we've gotten so used to it and something's been around for a long time, it's just different.
Yeah.
It takes some adjustment.
Right.
Maybe we need to have a memorial service for it.
I like the drama, so yes, let's do it. Let's do it. We also need to do a little bit of housekeeping. So first of all, this is great news. We do not have a change of major form anymore. We need to host a memorial for that.
Yes. We just need to have a bonfire.
Yeah.
Burn all the printed forms. Just burn them.
Burn them to the ground. We now have a more expedited process in Banner, I believe.
Yay.
And so thank you, Registrar, for pulling that together. Gwen, her team, Sydney, Mary, y'all are the bomb, and y'all are always thinking of innovative ways to streamline processes, and this is a really awesome one. So thank y'all so much, and RIP, the change of major form. The next housekeeping piece we have is the requisition deadline. That is April 15th,
April
I believe.
15th. That's it. It is April 15th. So anything that you need to order, you better go ahead and get it in, because after April 15th, purchasing will drop the hammer on it.
That's tax day too.
Nope.
April 15th.
It sure is.
It
We
sure
always do
is.
ours as soon as possible, as soon as we have all of the forms. So April 15th never stands out to me so
Yeah.
much as a tax day, because I mean, we get ours done as soon as possible.
That's
That's a
admirable.
good reminder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good reminder. All right, so those are the housekeeping pieces. Let's roll through in case you missed it.
That was good. That was good. Do we have a graphic?
There we are. There we are.
What is this?
Y'all, guess what? We had a bowling tournament in West Monroe. Well, let me rephrase that. Diesel and Barber Styling do an annual bowling tournament in
my
West Monroe
gosh,
on the West
look
Monroe
at there.
campus. They go to Bayou Bowl and they hash it out. It's a friendly competition, you know. So, y'all, they've shared a building for ever, right? I mean, forever. And so I really like to see, you know, two different programs that seem so different from each other. Sorry, y'all.
Oh yeah, no.
Two different programs.
No. We're going back to camera. Do you see what's happening over here?
He's sneaking.
Truly.
Like when the graphics up, oh, let me sneak a bite of whatever I'm eating right now. No, you're caught.
That's so mean.
Well, y'all catch me dancing
Calling
too,
it out.
so.
It's just rough.
Right. But y'all, this is such a cool thing. I really love to see two programs that seem so different from each other come together, you know, just for community, something fun, something to get out of class, you know, not get out of class, but
Yeah, that's right.
to, you know, just something outside of class to get together.
said it right, Cameron.
Fellowship. It's fellowship together. And I believe Diesel won this year. So
What?
congrats to them.
Oh,
Better luck next
wow.
year, Barber Styling.
Tracy Blackstock, come on, represent. What are you doing?
What
Get some
happened?
trading
Tracy
going.
can bowl.
It happens, you know. So, but the important part is that they got together. They had some fun.
That is so cool.
Yes, I really love that. And speaking of fun, our Nights Fests are rolling in still. Oh, let me go back. So Nights Fest in Winsboro was also
Oh,
a
look
hit.
at them.
Hey.
Yeah, they are. So there's the same T-shirts we're doing throughout the colleges, and I love it because I love seeing these pictures of everybody from a different campus with the same shirt and loving it. They had a really great turnout. They also had Cheese Louise food truck, which I don't know if y'all have ever had it, but it is so good.
Cheese Louise.
It is a food truck that is to die for.
Really?
Grilled cheese, quesadillas,
Stop it.
nacho,
Oh, wow.
you know, just different stuff like that.
What
Everything
if
has
they'll
cheese
come
on it.
here?
We could ask them. They are regional. I'm pretty sure they've, you know, been all across the region. So I don't know. We might have to scout them out.
Are they out of
SGA.
Winsboro?
I'm not sure where they're out of. I don't think it's Winsboro, so we'll have to look that up. But yeah, we should definitely get them because they are
All
so
right,
good. I've had them
Winsboro.
Come
before.
for like the morning blend, can't they?
Yeah, there we go.
Just for just
there you go. Just
Yeah, feature this.
park
Right.
right
Just
out,
Sonic.
right out
I mean,
front.
Cheese Louise could be sitting here.
there you
That's
go. So awesome. Shout out Winsboro. Shout out SGA for just bringing in the spring season. We also had a Nights Fest in Bastrop.
Bastrop had theirs.
Yeah.
Look.
Look
go.
at them with the
All
shirts.
right, Bastrop.
Jason Rogers is posing fabulously
Oh
per
my
usual.
goodness. You know, do you expect anything different? Go,
Yep.
Jason.
Go, Jason. It looks like they had a fun time. They even did karaoke, and we had a video
Oh,
of
man,
a student doing
I missed
karaoke.
karaoke.
Yep, it looked fun.
Oh,
It looked like a lot of
wow.
fun. So awesome time at Bastrop,
we
ringing
take
in
a
That's
look
the
at
first.
those?
I've never heard of. I hadn't heard of a campus. Well, have we done karaoke here?
Probably at some point. I don't. Yeah.
It's so
My
fun.
thing
Yeah,
was,
they
I'm
do it in
looking at-
Ruston a lot too.
I'm looking at the shirts. I mean, the retro vibe. If I can see that, is that?
Yeah,
is that
yeah.
right?
Yeah, the
Correct.
shirts are
Kind of
Yeah.
a retro, groovy kind of feel to them. Yes.
That must be the thing this year.
Yep, they're really cool. I love the shirt design, and I'm also a huge fan of karaoke. The sound waves, you know, everybody hanging out. Speaking of waves, electromagnetic waves. Was that a segue, y'all?
You got it. That's crazy.
So they had a STEM night at Madison James Foster Elementary, and our math and natural sciences department came in and totally rocked it. We have Mr. Ed, who brought the the static electricity what is that thing called? I don't even know. It's like the ball that makes your
Makes
hair stand up.
Yeah.
It was
we know
at
what
LDCC
it does. We just
Day.
don't know what the proper name is.
Yes.
We need an Ed Hall in here for sure.
I know, right? We need let's call him up. But yeah, and I see Mr. Clint Creech there too. And yeah, just going out community outreach, getting Delta, telling, kids about it so, they know more options whenever they get older. And also just fun science stuff. There was a lot of pictures of kids enjoying the hair standing up thing.
yeah.
They love that.
Always.
Yep. So awesome. Shout out our math and natural sciences
Hold on a second.
department.
I'm amazed at the fact that you were able to grab pictures because I was begging the math and sciences group to give me pictures.
Really?
I did get one though. Let me see if I can put it up real quick. This one.
That's the
right?
picture you got.
Yeah, I got this. I got two. Okay, I got
I
this
think I got
picture,
that one.
and I got this one as well. So that was pretty neat. But
Gotcha.
the fact that you got more or got
Darian sent
additional,
them to me,
that was
so
awesome.
I guess they sent them to Darian.
Let me tell you about math and sciences real quick. They're the type
Let's
of
hear
group
it.
that they just, kind of do what they need to do, and that's it. I mean, they're not going to think about fanfare and celebrating. And I was telling them, I was like, I didn't even know that this was even going on until
Right.
last week, like late last week. And I said, why didn't you say anything? This needs to be on the Morning Blend.
Tell us.
And it just so happened that the story goes that they were called, at some point, and it was, sure, we'll do it, no problem.
Right,
and
right.
Then, I got you. And then there, as you can see on the pictures, there you go. The pictures are back up again. They just went ahead and took care of business. They out of the goodness of their hearts,
Yep.
went out there. There was, not like anybody's getting paid extra or anything like that. And it was beautiful. I just appreciate and I applaud the faculty who are just willing to step up and do what's asked of them.
Absolutely.
And be community partners. I mean, that's what it's all about. And that's what I think it is part of the story of our college that isn't told enough. So kudos to the math and sciences faculty for stepping up and doing this for Madison James Foster.
Absolutely.
That is amazing.
We love community engagement is so important, y'all. And another event that we had that really focused on that was the Wellspring Civic Engagement Institute. So Miss Darian,
Yes.
tell us all about it because she was a part of it.
So the Wellspring has a leg of its operation called Youth Empowerment Program. And the Civic Engagement Institute is one of the programs that falls underneath, or one of the activities that falls underneath that program. So they reach out to the different area high schools for students who would want to participate in learning more about their community and the problems associated in their community, and they are charged to develop solutions for a specific area. They have speakers who come in and address the students based on the topic that they want to delve more into. And then they present on the last day of the Civic Engagement Institute and define the issue that they research and the solution that that particular team came up with. And so I was a judge, a judge in for this last year, and a judge for this year. And both years, I've been very impressed with the degree of passion, knowledge, and connectedness to the topic that these kids had, and with their in their presentations to the rest of the group. When it came to question time, they asked so many questions following each team's presentation. We asked questions as panelists, but the students were so engaged in one another's topics that the moderator had to cut off questions every single time, because for the sake of time. So, it was really, really good. And kudos to the Wellspring for investing in our youth in that capacity.
Awesome.
That's great.
That is really awesome to hear. And I'm really glad that we were able to host here at LDCC in the
Yes.
ATC auditorium.
Yeah.
And
so those high school students got a chance to, I think all of them, this was their first time to be on our campus. So
that's great. I'm really glad.
That's good.
That is awesome, y'all. And, community engagement, it just doesn't get much better than that because we are a community college. And, the more we can kind of delve into that, the better. And it's also, y'all, we didn't even mention this at the beginning. It's Community College Week.
It
Hey,
is. Oh,
right.
yes, it really is.
Yes.
Yes, it
That met me in my email box first thing this morning.
Yes.
Yes, it is Community College Week, and we
So-
have a whole week's worth of activities.
We do.
And y'all, this isn't just Community College Week here at LDCC. This is National Community College Week. So community colleges everywhere are celebrating the purpose that community colleges serve in every single community.
Yes.
So yay us.
Whoop, whoop. So we will roll right into upcoming events so we can cover what is going on during Community College Week. So we have our official graphic for LDCC Community College Week. We can throw it up there, April 8th through the 12th.
I love it.
So this whole week is chock full of events. First, we have a game night sponsored by the Anime Club, April 9th, which is tomorrow. 3:30 to 7. So y'all come out, students, mostly for, students, but, faculty and staff come out. It's a great way to just see our student body and, be able for students to fellowship together and, get out of class and do something outside of class. That's fun, relaxing, especially as, we approach finals week.
And
I
these
think
types
those
of
are
events
important.
draw quite a number of students. You'd be surprised at how
Yeah.
many students are at these game nights. It's really incredible.
You wanna know
Absolutely.
And look.
what games are going to be played? Do we know?
It's kind of like they do video games, but they also have
Super
board
Smash
games.
Brothers.
Yeah,
Oh, board
stuff
games
like
too?
that.
Oh,
Yeah,
fun.
they have all
Okay.
kinds of stuff.
nice.
Really a variety. Last time I went, there was board games and stuff for people moving on into video games, but then they also had video games on the TV in the Commons area. So LDCC Monroe Commons area game night sponsored by the Anime Club.
I was about to say, yes, it's sponsored by the Anime Club. And, all of our clubs are really pretty active in hosting things around the college. And that's really good because it does add to the experience of our community college students.
Yes.
So thank y'all clubs for that.
Yeah,
And
thank
Julie
y'all.
Salter is the sponsor for the Anime Club. So shout out to Julie for doing such a wonderful job.
Absolutely.
So make sure you have your pens and pencils out because there's a lot more coming up in this segment. Cameron, go ahead.
Yes, so much. So we have rock and roll. So y'all, I'm obsessed with this name, first of all. Second of all, we have on every campus an enrollment booth event every day this week, I think, except for Friday, at a different campus. All the times are listed above. But yeah, you can definitely see we have just all like every campus. I'm so glad we get to do things on every campus like this. And this was head up by Miss Liz Ford for Community College Week. And so it'll just pop up booths for current students, potential students to help them apply, enroll, register, whatever they need to do. So some good assistance for
So on
everyone.
Eclipse Day, you have Ruston kicking it off today.
Yep.
And then you have 2 pop-up enrollment booths tomorrow at Winsboro and Lake Providence. April 10th, you have 2, Tallulah and Monroe. April 11th, West Monroe and Bastrop and Jonesboro. So 3 on the 11th.
They
That's a
are
lot
working,
going on.
y'all.
They,
Yeah, this
yep.
week. Wow.
They are working.
Yes.
I heard that they're going to be, singing and playing instruments and stuff too, rock and roll. So, like, really,
Oh, my
shout out to
goodness.
y'all
Stage
because, wow.
Woo.
Who
Maybe
did
the
this?
air instruments, air guitar.
Yeah, that's right. Who did this graphic? Curious because there's a 3D effect going on that text at the top, and I feel like either my vision is getting blurry or I need some special glasses.
It's
Oh.
rock and
Hey,
roll,
got some
Ryan.
special glasses. Try those.
Yeah.
I'll get you corrected.
It could be the sugar from your drink.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
it
too.
could
We might be fading a little
Getting
bit.
wacky. Getting wacky in the morning blend.
Yep.
Thanks a lot, Frank. Appreciate that.
You're welcome, my friend.
Got me all thrown off.
We also
My
have
A1C, man.
Exactly.
We also have our community service opportunities, a couple of these for Community College Week. These are also headed up by Miss Liz Ford, so if you have any questions, if you want to help get involved, on Monday, today, Monroe is going to Grace Place Ministries. Thursday, Tallulah is going to the Council on Aging.
That's awesome.
And Lake Providence is going to Head Start. And then Friday, Ruston is going to Rolling Hills Ministries.
That
So,
is awesome.
absolutely. So really putting the community in Community College Week. It is also y'all, it's so many weeks this week. Financial Aid Awareness Week
Stop
What?
it.
is April 8th.
Wait a minute.
Ray said, stop it. No way. Yes way. I'm here to tell you, we have other, so many events from the Financial Aid Office that
Wow.
I could barely fit them all on this graphic. FAFSA rally nights at each campus every day this week. This graphic is on social media. It's on our monitors. Oh, excuse me. Please check this out, see when yours is, and definitely promote your students or just promote any student. It's open to the community. All the FAFSA rally nights are to go and get help for their FAFSA. They're due June 1st, I believe, this year. So it's time to definitely get your FAFSA done so that you can do school in the summer and the fall.
That was
All
a
this
lot
You
on,
know,
our,
a
on our
little-
website too?
Yes.
So
It's
it should be.
everywhere.
Yep.
LADelta.edu. Go check it out.
Yep.
As if financial aid wasn't busy enough.
Well,
I'm telling you.
I mean, but you know,
Absolutely.
the fact, y'all, remember, the fact that we have a new FAFSA this
Right.
year that rolled out or tried to roll out. You know, and all the complications around it is making financial aid employees have to work a little bit harder this year. So students, you know, are going to need, you know, the extra help. So employees, if you could encourage students to go ahead, if they haven't completed their FAFSA, remind them that FAFSAs have to be completed every year.
Every year.
Doesn't matter if they've already been approved and they're in school, they have to be completed every year, and to reach out and to lock in their presence at
Lock in,
one
y'all.
of lock it in.
Lock it in.
Lock it in. And lock in their presence at one of these financial aid events. And if they cannot make one of these particular events, make sure that they go see someone in financial aid to get assistance and make sure it's done correctly.
Yep, and absolutely. And a reminder that they're also still doing the FAFSA rally appointments too. So you can make
Yep.
an appointment with Financial Aid Office until the end of the month for FAFSA specifically, one-on-one help, which is awesome. So thank y'all so much,
Absolutely.
Crystal, her team, for putting all of
Yeah,
this
way to
They
go,
together.
are
Crystal.
fabulous. Way to go,
Get 'em,
Crystal and
Crystal.
Y'all
team.
are crushing it.
Yeah.
Next up, we have another Nights Fest coming up in West Monroe, and it's today. So West Monroe will get their T-shirts,
Wow.
have lunch,
Woo-hoo.
and I'm sure they'll have games.
What are they having over there in West Monroe for lunch? I made.
You know, I
no,
don't.
I'm just kidding.
Text Frank
to
Boone
go
and
take
find
some
out.
pictures, right? I actually
Frank
don't
Boone
know.
dropped that in the comments.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
Come
oh,
on,
wait a
Frank.
minute. Pam was on there too. Pam dropped that in the comments.
Yep.
Come on,
What
Pam.
y'all doing over there?
Right.
They
Give us the
usually have
deets.
really good Nights Fest over in West Monroe.
Absolutely. So
A lot of good things going on in West Monroe.
Yeah,
so.
they had that I like
Always
that
good
little
food.
basketball thing, the blow up thing. I mean, that is so much fun. Love
Fun
that.
stuff. Love to see it. So Nights Fest, we have that coming up. The Nights Fest are just rolling and rolling. We love it.
When are we having ours here on the Monroe campus?
That's a great question. I'm not sure,
sure I
but we
know.
will find out.
Must not
Yeah.
be this week, otherwise it would have been in the upcoming
Exactly.
events.
Yes, this week is chock full though. Especially with on Thursday, we have Clubs and Organizations Day.
Yeah,
Oh,
they've
yeah.
been busy with that this week.
Yes. So Thursday, April 11th, 8:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. Come get lunch. Come get your T-shirt. Come get, I don't know, pom poms. Like they had pom poms on there, so I guess they're giving out pom poms too, and more.
Ooh.
Find out
I
all the
want
clubs and
pom-poms.
organizations that we have here, right here at LDCC. It's going to be a huge event, and free lunch, y'all. Doesn't get much better than that.
There you go.
True story. I was a cheerleader.
Oh.
I can see that.
Yeah, in
I
junior
definitely
high.
can see that.
I love
Cheerleader
it.
and dancer.
You go, girl. You still are.
Dancer, yeah.
I didn't know you
cheerleader.
ever quit.
I am a cheerleader, yeah.
I never knew you quit.
I did not. I was officially one, though.
Shout out SGA and Department of Student Success Services. Next, very quickly.
And Dr. Thomas, who is over that
Yes.
area, shout out to her because
Yeah.
they are, she runs a nice little ship and they do some great stuff and they have great leadership. And students have spoken out repeatedly about how wonderful she is to work under and to be mentored by. So kudos, Dr. Thomas.
Great work.
Touching lives, living the
Yes.
mission.
I love it. We also have Bastrop LDCC. They will be attending Bastrop High School's transition fair on April 10th. So that will be transitioning from high school to college, right?
Yes, Antonio.
Whoop,
Way to go,
whoop.
Bastra.
Best.
Getting out
Yeah,
there, talking to
stepping
students.
out there in the community. Good deal. Yeah, so they'll be representing LDCC at this transition fair. So they're going to be over telling students about all the opportunities that are afforded them through our Bastrop campus.
Awesome. We'd love it. We also have our Counseling and Disability Services Department hosting a consent and relationships seminar. So April is Sexual Assault Awareness Month. And so they're going to host this workshop to ask questions. What does consent look like? What is it important? How important is it? Lunch will be provided, and it will be this featured speaker is Nitra Bell, the Wellspring Sexual Assault Prevention Coordinator. So an expert in the subject. This will be April 10th at 12:30 p.m. this Wednesday.
Yeah, it's faculty and staff encourage students when you see them to attend programs such as these, because we may from our own seats assume that people are okay and they're doing fine. But I remember a testimony from one of the speakers at the Wellspring, and she talked about how she was, at the time she was still working for Wellspring, but she was involved in an unhealthy relationship herself. And, it's just like alcoholism. You don't wake up one day and decide you're going to be an alcoholic. You don't wake up one day and decide that you're going to dive into an unhealthy relationship. It kind of just happens over time.
Sure.
And so, you can't always assume people are okay and that people know, and that if they know, then they can just surely, remove themselves. Sometimes people need encouragement and a wake-up call to know that this really isn't okay. And sometimes they may need that encouragement or that push or the knowledge of knowing how to move out and to move away. It isn't as simple as some of us may think, to just step away. I mean, things have happened over time. And so encourage students and even employees to attend things like this. We want to make sure that all of us are okay.
Absolutely. Yeah. And we're definitely going to shout out our Counseling and Disability Services Department for providing help, facilitate, workshops like these that provide a resource for students. The more resources that you have, the better. So thank you so much, Tracy.
Yes, Tracy is very diligent with providing resources and information to the college body. So thank you, Tracy.
And this will be at LDCC Monroe in the Commons area. Finally, speaking of resources, today from 9 to 12, there is a healthcare career fair in the ATC auditorium.
Starting in about 11 minutes.
Yep. So, we're getting there, aren't we? So there will be resources about careers in healthcare, job opportunities. So thank you to our Allied Health Department for putting that together, and we're excited to go check it out.
Yes, thank you. I tell you what, our people are on it.
I'm tired.
Our people are on it. They are living the mission.
It's crazy we've got so much going on.
Yes, I love
like
it.
I work at Six Flags. Goodness, y'all.
Yeah, hook me up with one of those fast pass.
Speaking
This
of,
isn't enough. I'm on
right. Speaking of incredible events coming up, it's time to delve into our feature.
Hats and horses, y'all.
Yes, that's it.
Right there. Bingo.
All right.
We have a graphic for that, don't we, Cameron? Do we have a graphic for that?
Oh, yes. Yes, we do. Let me see here. Throwing it up.
There it is.
Frank, you can keep talking while it's showing.
Yeah, absolutely. Hats and Horses, May 4th, 2024, 4:30 to 6:30. That will be right here in our Monroe campus at the Advanced Technology Center Community Auditorium. It's going to be a fantastic time, everybody. Bigger than better every year. This is the 150th running of the Kentucky Derby. the Run for the
wow.
Roses, which is known as the fastest 2 minutes in sports history. So we're going to make this the best 2 hours in Northeast Louisiana.
There we go, right there,
Woo!
y'all. Y'all
Right.
heard it here.
Right. So what is it all about? Well, it's about all things Kentucky Derby. We're going to have wonderful cuisine and Derby hors d'oeuvres. We're going to.
Is it what we had last year, Frank? Please say yes.
Oh yes, it is.
It was
You know
so
it is.
wonderful
And let me tell
last
you,
year.
I know the chef is watching right now, so you can tell her what you love the best. Go ahead.
Oh my gosh, what was that dip, Frank? Because I tried to get
Oh.
you to bring me some.
It's called
that after-
chow baby dip.
Oh my gosh, that
Oh,
was
so good.
so yummy. But
decadent.
really, everything was really, really good. I mean,
was.
it was hard for me to find something that I did not
Right.
like that wasn't
Right.
just
From
great.
the boiled shrimp.
Oh, that boiled shrimp
to
was
the,
wonderful.
Oh my gosh, the little hot Derby brown sandwiches, the desserts. I can't even begin to even tell you.
Yeah.
Everything was so good.
It was really good.
Of course, I didn't get detail after the event was over with, but it
And
was all still very.
it was
At least
good.
they saved you
Yes.
some.
And
Right.
what was the? Are we still having the two girls?
Which one?
The bartenders.
Oh yeah, Mix Her. Yeah, we'll have 4 bartenders
Mix
from
Her.
Mix Her. Yeah.
I'm all about that girl power.
Takesha DeBurr. Uh-huh.
Boy, they were heavy on it, but it
Oh,
was.
let me tell you,
you had
the
sip
mint
slow.
julep bar will be
You
popping.
had sip slow. I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
You think the blackouts are bad? Just wait. One or two. If you're game enough to have 2 mint juleps at Hats and Horses, you are heavy.
Brave.
I don't know what to
I
say.
couldn't
You
even do a whole
it's-
one.
I can't imagine.
Wow.
I asked her to pour me a light one, and I still choked. I was like,
Couldn't
"This
do a
is
whole one.
light."
It was like
Getting
So,
your money's
yeah.
worth.
So Derby hors d'oeuvres. Oh gosh, this year brand new. So of course we're going to do the bourbon pull.
yes.
So what you do is you
So
buy
I
a
was gonna say,
ticket
tell 'em
for
what the bourbon
for a
pull
bourbon
is.
pull, and you go take it to the table. And what we have different bottles of bourbon in bag. It's already pre-bagged.
Brown
And you
bag,
go,
so you
yeah,
can't
you
really
go
see.
you go pull it.
Oh,
And,
cool.
so
that's
you
the
pull
one
out
you
which
got.
one you get. You don't know what it is.
That
so
is cool.
so that's neat. But this year we're going to have the Bullet bourbon tasting room. So it's going to be in the conference room right here off
The
of the
executive
main
conference room.
executive
That
conference room
sounds
right
kind
off.
of VIP.
It is it costs you to get in. So you'll get a
Oh.
flight of 4 bourbons,
A
one
flight.
exclusive.
You will be
Flight.
flying.
Yeah, so you get a choice of one of the Bullet bourbons, or there's a Bow and Blade. Our friends at Glazers are doing this for us. And,
Wow. Thank you, Glaciers.
Yeah,
Thank
and so
you.
they're going to be putting together their selection of the middle tier. So you can get 3 of the middle tier and then 1 exclusive, which those are all donated. So we're still realizing what those are looking like in the lineup for that. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Of course, we have the running of the Kentucky Derby. We're
Well,
going
you
to have
can't go
live
roll up
streaming.
to the bourbon tasting and not tell us what the cost is. I mean, what are we looking at?
We're
Some
still
of us may
working
need
on
to.
that.
Some of us may need to
I'm
budget
still
and plan.
working.
Right?
I'm still working on that. We'll see, because we might even do 2 different type of flights. So we might have an exclusive flight that costs a little more because it has more exclusives, and we might just keep it like the first one I said. So we're still playing with that. It's
Nice.
something we'll talk about as we get a little closer. But
Awesome.
not to mention the hats and fashion competition that's coming as well. That's always
I
a
am
fun
so
thing.
going to be ready this year. I came to work last year, and I'm coming to work this year too. But I am going to be ready for that fashion thing. So
I'm excited.
just serving people
Come on.
notice.
Yeah, it's going to be It's going to be
Serving.
fun. Our
Serving
friend Mike
notice.
Downhour with the Monroe Chamber is going to be our
Yay,
MC.
Mike!
I
Yay!
love Mike. Thank you,
Mike is wonderful.
He is good.
That
Yeah.
is awesome.
Yep.
Okay, I can't stand it anymore.
Go for it.
Tell me about what is going to be at the auction.
Well.
I know one thing.
I
I
have
did-
to know.
Well, I did mention this on radio last week. So one particular thing is, and Darian knows, is that you can either get concert tickets to any concert
For 2.
Y'all.
for 2.
Y'all.
So pick
Y'all.
your favorite artist, go find where they're playing, and that's the tickets you could have.
Woo.
So that is special.
Overseas?
That's right.
Along with
Overseas or in the continental
I'm
United
not
States?
sure of that.
continental United States, along with accommodations.
Along with accommodation. That's right.
Wow.
That's right.
That's pretty neat.
Isn't
Yeah,
it?
there's several in that one package. There are so many options. It's ridiculous.
You
From
can do a concert.
yeah, you can do a concert. You can go stay at hotel package. That's the entertainment package with the concert. I mean, there's more to it, but we've got jewelry. We've got LSU football tickets.
Whoa.
We've got our famous, I say famous because everybody loves them, our LDCC made fire pits.
Oh, let me tell
Yes.
y'all. Look,
Yeah, I've
last
got
year.
four of those.
Is it the same as they were last year?
I've got 3 of the lower ones, like that are kind of V cut, I guess you could say, kind of wedge cut. I got 3 of those, and I've got the one that I end up buying, but I'm putting back in because it's the Cocopelli Southwestern one.
Wow.
Putting that back
yes.
in.
So let me tell y'all, which campus was it?
That one was Winsboro campus.
Winsboro campus. They made those fire pits, y'all, and they were.
Well, now we had from Tallulah to Winsboro to West Monroe, made them all last year.
Oh my gosh, they
Yeah.
were beautiful.
Oh, yeah,
I
it's
mean,
an
they.
incredible
They were made by our
They're all
students.
different. They're all
and
unique and all
yeah,
incredible.
they were gorgeous.
Yeah.
I mean, absolutely
Oh, yeah.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
Oh my
I want one
gosh.
so badly.
Well,
Oh
well
my
I've got 4 for you to
gosh.
choose from.
Yes.
Awesome.
So yeah. So what else we have? We have
And,
lots of different bourbon packages. Like I've got the Woodford Reserve Derby bottle that has the Derby label for this year on it. It's a beautiful label,
Oh,
and I meant to grab one and bring it
wow.
with me. But I've got some different folks, different community partners, retail partners that are putting together like a old-fashioned package. And this one over here is the mint julep package, and this one's a bar with
wow.
a decanter and glasses.
Ooh.
And
Very
this one's got
nice.
a flask and some other stuff. So I'll have those. But we're still putting together spa packages from folks from different businesses because the ladies love spa packages.
So is it too late
Services.
for? I mean, suppose someone may know someone who may want to donate something.
Absolutely. It's
For
never too
the
late. Never
silent
too late.
auction.
We are just under 30 days away.
Okay.
So
So we
plenty
still
of time.
have time.
Oh, absolutely. We have plenty of time. If you want to buy tickets, it's tinyurl.com//
We'll link
hats,
it in the
horses,
description.
yeah,
Okay.
24. But yeah, that you can go buy sponsorships there if you're still interested in sponsoring. They go from $10,000, which we've already sold our. Thankfully, let's just say this too. Shout out to Energy because it is hats and horses
Yes.
powered by Energy
Powered
this year.
by
Yes,
Entergy.
They are a
that
title
is
sponsor.
awesome. Yes.
Yeah, and we've got a bunch of other great sponsors this year. I mean, K&OE TV8 is coming in and being one of our media sponsors. James Machine Works, Stevens Media Group, another one of our sponsors.
Wonderful.
TBA Studio, Etheridge Pipeline and Conduit, Origin Bank, Huff Packaging, Oshner's, LSU Medical, love them.
Awesome.
Thank you, Beverly. Citizens Progressive Bank, Pulp Milk Supply, High Tide Rise, and Quentin and Landon Durr. Mid-South Extrusion, Monroe Chamber, Argent Advisors, Evelyn and Jeff Johnson, love you guys. Holyfield Construction,
Joe.
yep, Big Joe. Louisiana National Bank, St. Francis Medical Center, Winsboro State Bank, Cadence. Yep, yeah, we got some great folks. Herringstones, another one. We're doing some social media pushes, and Herringstones and Clinton Downing Revival Design. And Chef Karen is going to be doing one this week on food. Top 3 hats, top 3 dresses, and we're going to talk about top 3 hors d'oeuvres.
Awesome.
Oh,
We're going to be pushing
wow.
that out.
Awesome.
So that's all good.
Very
all fun.
nice.
And also the West Monroe Chamber of Commerce, too. Don't want to forget those guys, too.
So we are doing silent auction a little different this year.
We are.
Can we
Last
talk about
year,
that?
last year we went all in on the technology part. And just had a little growing pains, I will say, with that. And we're going back to old school.
Yeah, we're
pen and
making
paper.
adjustments. Yes.
Yeah. So if you came last year and it was a little bumpy, it's not going to be this year. It's going to be real simple. You can still watch your piece of paper from across the room. And if Ryan goes over there and he's trying to write his bid down, you can run over and go take care of that before it's over with. But yeah, it's going to be a great evening. Like I said, if you want tickets, go get tickets. Go get some friends and come. It's a great
Yes.
time.
It is
really
a great
is.
time.
You're not going to
It's
find any better
It's a
food.
ton of fun. We will have music.
Yeah.
We'll have the photo
Oh, yeah.
station.
Yep. Bash booth. Sarah Jeffords is going to be here with Bash booth, doing that. Like I said, the bars.
Let's
Mint
talk
Juleps,
about
everything.
the packages for a second.
Okay.
We're doing those a little different.
Ticket package is a little different, yes. So we heard that people wanted to have different ticket packages with drink tickets,
Right.
with horse race tickets in there. So you can see on the ticket packaging when you go to it, you can buy just a regular ticket package for $50.
And what does
with
that
no-
include?
That's just your
Is
ticket.
that just admission?
Now, right, and now if you want to go into the next level, you can get some drink tickets, a little bit more, you know, with some horse race tickets, and then you can go a little deeper and get more. So it just kind of bundles bigger, and then there's a couples package. You can buy 2 tickets, you know, plenty of drink tickets
we
and
got
plenty of horse race tickets.
Packages for singles and packages
Absolutely.
for couples.
I'm trying
and
to
then we
answer that
have
and give
table
everybody.
sponsors,
Well,
table packages.
Right. Well, our table is through our sponsorship part.
Okay.
So $1,500 a minimum would get you a table.
Okay.
So if you want a seat to sit down, get you a table. Because otherwise, we're going to have our bar tops and everything. It's a 2-hour event. We don't have a ton of space in that. So right now, I know we've probably got at least 12 to 13 tables. Probably
Okay.
13 or 14, actually, when I think about it.
Okay. And so they can go online and purchase their package.
Correct.
And will packages be available for purchase on the day of?
All but probably the tables, of course, because we have
Yes.
to have that in advance. So we'll probably shut that down within the last 3 days of the week. Wednesday before the event on Saturday, we'll shut down just to make sure we've got our layout correct and everything. So, but as far as individual tickets, I would say we'll be ready to roll with those up until the day of.
Okay, sounds good.
I have a
Yeah.
question.
Sure.
So we make a big fuss about the ladies in their hats and their dresses and everything. If you're a gentleman, what's the dress code for gentlemen to go?
Those seersucker
Well,
suits.
I will
Your
say the
hat.
dress code is kind of what you want it to be. I've seen guys with cowboy hats and blazers look, you know, wonderful. Cowboy boots. And that was one promo I wanted to do this year was with Patton Western Wear. It was do one in that sense, but they didn't want to jump on board quite yet with it, but maybe we'll get them next year. But yeah, this year I'll have, you know, my seersucker suit on, pastel spring colors. I mean, you can go as loud as you want to go. Hats are what you want when it comes to fedoras, or I know Crisancio has a beautiful hat that he has, and I don't know what the style is. It's a very 1920s style, flat, got a beautiful red and blue navy ribbon on it. But
He
yeah,
was so sharp.
he does. He looks sharp. At his height, he looks even sharper. You know, he looks good. But yeah, it's kind of what you want, you know, how you want to do it. There's couples that dress alike. They have the same pattern. The dress and the suit will be the same. So I know there's a couple that's doing that has won the competition before, and they're
Oh,
coming.
wow.
They're coming to win this year again. So you
Look
better
at
watch
that.
out.
Whoa.
I know it.
So Ryan, you gotta wear a big hat with a big old feather in it.
That's good.
Lemon yellow.
Yep.
Wow.
Lemon
That's
yellow.
what I'm
Sure.
saying would
You see-
really match your
Lemon-
energy.
Lemon yellow? Okay.
Yeah.
Can't y'all just see
Take
that
care of
Ryan
that.
in a whole lemon yellow
Yep.
suit?
I sure can.
That would look like one big lemon.
A big lemon.
I got you, Ayla. I'll figure it out.
Right. Yeah, but there's going to be a lot going on, and yeah, if you want to call or get more information, you can go to LouisianaDelta.edu, click on the foundation link, and there's a Hats and Horses link in there. If you want to talk to me about it at 318-345-9365, give me a call. We can discuss. Other than that, we're gearing up. We're running downhill fast
Woohoo!
with this, and lots to do, but it's going to be a great time. I just encourage everybody to, grab a friend, grab 3 friends, and make it an evening. It's going to be great. It's 4:30 to 6:30. You still got time to do something else afterwards, even.
Yep.
So, and there's a
Go
lot.
to an after party.
There's going to be a lot going on that weekend.
It's
I know
after party
as
at Frank's.
always. Yeah. Right. After party is clean up.
That's
Steak,
where
help us clean.
look. That's where if there's any food left over, that's where it's going back to.
Oh,
So
my
after
gosh,
parties
yeah.
at Frank's.
That's right.
Oh, I love it. Awesome. Well, I am so excited for this event. It's my first Hats and Horses, and I am
You're gonna
just
love it.
so excited.
Yeah,
So
you really will.
thank you so much, Mr. Bennett, for
Sure.
coming on and sharing all the juicy details about Hats and Horses.
You get those concert tickets.
Yes,
you want
like
'em.
Taylor Swift.
Right.
But
Or for the guys, I mean, if they're not into concerts, they could also do sporting events.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I've heard that too.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I'm
pro
working on
sports.
a
Any
ticket
sports,
package
college
for some
sports.
Texas Rangers tickets too. So we're working on that too.
Awesome. Something for
There's the
everyone.
possibility of a suite at Texas Ranger Stadium for a baseball game. So we'll see. We'll see. We're still working on it.
All right.
Awesome, y'all.
So we're rolling over to a little
Yep.
bit of history.
There you go.
Yep. And let me get that. I'm out of order here, y'all. So I'm sorry. But yep, we're rolling over a little bit of history.
Cameron, order.
It's all about the eclipse today, too. Hats and Horses and the eclipse.
Ryan, it's on you. So
Yep.
what you gonna do?
Tell us
Well,
all the context.
Did you know in 1778 that was the first recorded total solar eclipse in the United States? 1778, according to NASA.
That was right
That was
after the
Declaration of Independence,
Sure,
exactly.
sure
It
was.
is.
And it was observed by soldiers and George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, you know,
Wow.
all of that, and it's recorded in history as the very first one. Really, though, in the 20th century, I know that we were asking when was the last total solar eclipse in the United States was in 2017. What's interesting about this one is that, again, most of the United States is going to experience it. But what I wanted to share with everybody was with eclipses, it's not just about North America. There are
Right.
eclipses all over the world.
All
and
yeah. over the world.
And,
We're not
so
the only ones.
I'm going to pull up this graphic, although it's not the best, but I just wanted to share with y'all that there's a website called Time and Date, and it actually is showing all of the solar eclipses for many times to come. So April 8th today is the one that tracks
Cool.
here, but then October 2nd, 2024, there's one that kind of goes over the Pacific Ocean and then southern parts of Argentina and Chile, and then it keeps on going. Partial solar eclipses here in the highlighted areas. Apparently an annular solar eclipse on February 17, 2026. So it's going to happen, right? If you can travel. A lot of people are making a big fuss about, can I see the solar eclipse? I'm not going to see it again till 2044 or something along those lines. If you're a world traveler and you can afford to go to Antarctica or
Right.
you know, the European continent or even Africa,
You can chase eclipse.
you can chase eclipses
There
for
just like
you
a
people
go.
while.
chase,
And I'm
just
sure
like the
they're
weather
happening.
people chase tornadoes and all
Yeah.
that stuff.
And
You
I'm
can
sure there's
chase
people
eclipse.
that do it too.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I've never seen that. That's incredible.
So that is the only little bit of history I have. It's really just a little bit of history. But still
Yeah. That's good information. I love it.
Oh my gosh. Well, awesome.
And,
That was great
and
to know.
Our roving reporter on the eclipse, Mr. Clint Creech, yes, he's actually in Texas, but unfortunately his communication capabilities have gone haywire.
What? I
And
wonder
so
why.
we were hoping to get him in for a little remote, if you will, a first ever. We're going to make history today with the first ever remote on the Monday Morning Blend, but that is not to be had. So, Clint, we're sorry to hear that you couldn't join us today and
Let's
report
FaceTime
out.
him.
Right, well, that was the whole deal, right? We were gonna do that.
Right, yeah.
But hey, you know, we
But
know
it's
he's
so many people in the area,
Yeah.
you know, over there trying, you know, for the
Signal.
same purpose.
Sharing the
and
tower.
he's having
and
trouble.
he's in a very kind of remote part of town over there in Texas. And so, you know, we talked about the possibility of, you know, them not having the bandwidth for him to be able to get a signal out. So that's unfortunate.
yeah. But we know he's going to have a good time in the direct path of the 100%
Yep.
portion
Yes.
of the eclipse.
That
So
is amazing. He's going to
bring
get
pictures
such
if
a
there's
better
no
view.
clouds, right? Right, send
Right.
pictures.
Absolutely.
I'm really concerned if we're going to be able to see it or not with the cloud cover.
I've been praying, Lord, please
Doesn't
just
look like
move
it.
the
If we're gonna
clouds,
see any of
if
it.
just for that period of time, so we can see.
Yep.
As I was driving in, I could see the moon kind of trying to pop out.
Yeah, I saw that too.
You know, during the cloud today. So who
yeah.
knows?
We'll see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't see anything.
Yep. We definitely do have some more info though about different brands doing promotions.
Yes.
Right?
In addition to Sonic.
Yes. We did a little bit of research of different solar deals that were happening
In our area.
in our area, just locally.
And there are some that's happening all over the U.S., but we narrowed it down to the ones that are here locally.
Yes. And you said you got the information from the
News Star.
Gotcha.
So if you want to follow up and check out the newsstar.com, you'll see the full list of all of the solar deals for today.
Yes, and the first one that we have, I'm trying to get the graphic pulled up, is Sun Chips, I believe.
Yeah, I am so going to do that.
Me too, because the bag is so cool.
So while you're bringing that up, I'll go ahead and talk about, so Sun Chips is releasing a commemorative bag of Sun Chips just for this occasion, and it's only going to be available for, shoot, Cameron, was it 4 minutes?
4 minutes and some seconds.
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah.
I was like
4 minutes and 21 seconds.
They're
I
very
think.
on theme because I think
Yes.
that's the amount of time
That's
it's going
right.
to be a total eclipse.
Yes, but you have to go online to. I'll wait until Kim brings it up. I know it was sunchips.solareclipse.com,
Let me see here. I can read
I
it.
think, and at a specific time you have to start at
I got you.
1:33. Was
Yeah,
it?
that's right. That's right.
1:33 Central Standard Time.
Yes.
And and they'll give you the bag free.
It's a new flavor.
It's a
Special
new flavor. And so what's the
available
flavor?
For only 4 minutes and 27 seconds during the eclipse. A new flavor, pineapple habanero
Yes.
and black bean spicy Gouda. Blends ingredients reminiscent of sunny skies and bright days ahead while nodding to the moon with a cheesy touch, according to Frito Lay.
I'm all for it.
The email, the address, it says email address. The URL is sunchipssolareclipse.com.
Oh, I had that right. I remember.
Sunchipssolareclipse.com.
Yeah.
Revisit
Yep.
the site at 1:33 to 11.
And they only do it while supplies last. So for 4 minutes, was it 4 minutes and
27 seconds.
27 seconds.
And we got the graphic. Y'all can look at the
Hey,
bag.
look at the graphic.
Yeah.
Isn't that a cool bag?
Yeah, that is super cool. I am obsessed. So yeah, I definitely want to try to do that. I'm wondering just how popular this is gonna be. If the
gonna-
website's gonna crash.
We're going to break the internet.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
telling
That's right.
you. The next one I have is the Canes deal. So what I'm seeing here is get a free toast with every purchase that includes a combo meal at Raising Cane's, located in the path of totality. So
Toast. Talatell.
oh my gosh, that is hilarious.
I love it.
I love it too. Very on theme. And we also have
And that's all today, right? I think that was all today.
Yes. And I'm looking at the other ones we have. We also, also Smoothie King, Eclipse Berry Blitz Smoothie. What's the deal with that? Smoothie King is having a special Eclipse themed drink, kind of like Sonic. The Eclipse Berry Blitz. And it is available right now, March 27th through April 8th. So that's just something that, special drink they have available right now.
Last day to get it is today.
Yep. And then they also, I'm looking at Snapple. Snapple has a new flavor called Sun. It's starfruit, orange, and nectarine flavored juice drink. So,
Sounds very refreshing. They say
Yeah.
theirs is here to stay.
Okay.
So it's come on, I guess, as a new flavor. So you might want to try that Snapple new flavor called Sun.
Sun. I love it. Simple. And then we have to talk about our favorite drink from this whole thing, the Sonic Blackout drink.
Oh, yeah.
Can't wait to black out.
Yeah.
All this sugar, I'm sure, is
I'm
going to happen.
telling you.
Telling you, gotta go see my diabetic care center, folks.
And you do get a free pair of Solar Eclipse glasses.
And they're great. I love these glasses.
With each purchase. So, and they just were on theme with the star sprinkles, celestial sprinkles, and the blackout color.
I can't even see this light.
Right.
And
These
speaking
really
of
work
which, if you you are wondering, and you shouldn't have to, because our wonderful math and science department supplied us with our very own solar glasses. But if you have a pair and you're wondering if they're legit or not, legitimate glasses, don't test this with the sun. This is information also courtesy of the New Star. Don't test a pair of glasses you're wondering about and actually looking at the sun. You can take a regular light, and if you put on your glasses and you can't see the light, or you just see filaments, little sparks of the light, then they're good solar glasses. If you can see the light, those are not good glasses.
And one thing I noticed this weekend, they were talking about solar glasses. If you want to know if they are
Legit.
the proper ones, and ours are probably the same, there should be an ISO number
Right on the
printed on there that says ISO 1230.2-2015. That makes them the proper glasses. So
Legit.
make sure you check those, whatever glasses you're wearing, whether they're from Sonic or LDCC, and make sure they have that on there. We don't want anybody to get hurt.
Let's protect our eyes.
because you can damage the retina. That is not a myth.
Yep.
You can damage the retina of your eye.
So awesome, y'all. And if you have not gotten your solar eclipse glasses, Charles Banner went on a
Second floor,
tour
yeah.
He
to
did.
get everybody their glasses. So
Thank you, Charles.
thank you so much. And Clint Creech for
Yes.
facilitating this event, for the informational packets and ordering the glasses. Just that whole department for coming together to celebrate this celestial event of the century.
Also,
So-
the Clint Creech pulled together some info for the solar eclipse event, and that will be emailed out to you all this morning. If you've not gotten a hard copy, I will email out a digital copy of that.
awesome.
So yay, thank you. Check your mailboxes too if you haven't gotten your glasses, because Charles did say, at least on the Monroe campus, that if you weren't in your office, where he would, wait a minute, did he say he would
He put
slip
them
them
on the
under the
door.
door?
He did. Yeah,
He would
that's where
slip under the door.
mine
So
was
make sure
closed
you
when he
didn't
came by.
make sure you didn't walk over them on your way in this morning.
Yep. So awesome eclipse info, y'all. And our Monday morning motivation is also in the same vein. So let's slide on into our Monday morning.
All right, Monday morning motivation.
You changed it up on us,
So
didn't you? You had one thing planned.
I did, and then I changed it because I came across some info about solar eclipse. In people. So I learned that throughout history, people have equated the solar event with bad things happening, because a famous person may have happened to have died, around that time or on that particular time. People then began to consider the solar eclipse as an omen, like something bad was going to happen. And so there is fear for some people around certain events. And you think about it, it's not just solar events. I mean, superstitions have come forward through cultures, through the human race, as long probably as we've existed and started, collecting data or developing data.
Or writing stories.
Or writing stories.
Yeah.
So, and that instills fear, or can instill fear around some things. I know my great-grandmothers would always say, I would hear them say a lot, "Oh Lord, death comes in threes." I'm thinking, if you stop counting at 3 and start over at 1, of course it's gonna always,
all bad things come in threes.
Right.
I mean,
Plane
but they,
crashes.
yeah, I mean, but they said that. So whenever something happened, when it came to 2, they're like, "Oh
it gives
Lord."
it reason, though, right? Like, I feel
Yeah.
like that's the
And then
reasoning.
it happens, and you go, "They were right."
Right.
Yeah, and
right.
it cultivates fear.
Yes.
And so today, I had the Monday morning motivation theme as one thing, but then I read about that and thought, this is going to be Brave Monday. Be Brave Monday,
you.
because I think we need to ask ourselves sometimes why we believe the stuff that we believe, and check to see what validity there is behind stuff, because a lot of times we just carry forward things and we don't understand that we've carried forward things
Right.
without cause or reason other than we've grown up around it, we've just kind of accepted it, and we've never challenged it. And it's a good thing to ask yourself sometimes.
Sure.
A lot of times, why do I believe what I believe? You know,
Because the world tells us to believe it that way.
exactly. Just
Now-
like I believe bad things came in threes.
Now, there's other cultures and storylines that say that, eclipses are a time to celebrate. It's a season change, whatever it might be.
Yes.
Renewal, I've heard too.
Right, yeah. So, it depends on where you're from. In our skeptical, secular world, things are meant to be bad,
Yes.
unfortunately.
We gravitate towards
We do.
that, and we gravitate towards fear rather than braveness or
Positivity.
courageousness. Yeah, or courage rather. So today I want to encourage us to be brave today. There are many aspects of our life in which, if we looked and pulled back the layers, we would discover I never did that, because really at the root of all of that is fear.
Sure.
It's fear. And so I want to say to all of us, pull back those layers, be brave, pull them back. Don't hide from what you don't know. I don't get on the scale because I'm like, I don't want to know what it says. But, it's best to know
You
your
got to be brave
truth.
and lift those weights.
Exactly. You've got to be brave. You've got to be willing to accept whatever your truth is. Be brave enough to face it and to deal with it. And when you can do that, then the trueness of who you are, all of your uniqueness has room to surface and to escape, so that people can see it, so that you can see it. But when we suppress all of those things that we're afraid to face for whatever reason, we're not really able to be all that we are and all who we are.
Exactly.
We don't like to be uncomfortable.
No.
That's when it comes
and
down
that's
to
very
it.
uncomfortable.
We love to be comfortable, but that's not a position of growth.
It's not.
And so being
It's not.
uncomfortable is where you're going to grow and you're going to get better, and where you're going to learn how to be brave too, because you're going to realize,
Exactly.
I can do that.
And it's like,
You know?
you can put something behind you that maybe has been,
Right.
really on your mind. Maybe you're scared to look at your bank account or an investment. Maybe you're, I don't want to, make things right with that person because that's a really scary conversation. What if?
It's uncomfortable.
But you get to put that thing behind you after you've done it. Log into your bank account. Check what's in there. That's for me personally. But just go look because
You did.
because
Heavy.
knowledge.
That's heavy.
You need that knowledge. I mean, there's nothing scary about just having the knowledge.
Look, every day she's like, oh Lord. Hope it's something positive.
Please let the-
Log in, and it's something so simple, and you can't let the implications scare you. And then whenever you get to that space where you do that, you have the power to put a positive spin on it. You have the power to make it a good thing, and to not let it rule you, but let you gain a little bit of control over that situation in your life, or you feel the need to give up control. I mean, those things are so important. So I think being brave, that is such a good thing to hear on a Monday.
Yeah, be brave. And some things may not be as bad as you expected them to be. And you know what? Some things really may be. They may be worse than what you thought it was, but you don't know. And certainly you can't begin to bring resolve or find solution until you know, so that you can adequately deal with it. And y'all, it's just life. I mean,
Yeah.
life is hard.
Sure it is.
Life is hard, and you have to push through. You can't.
gotta face your
You
fears.
can't bury stuff. I mean,
can't, 'cause
well,
they
you
just get
can.
worse.
It's not healthy.
Right.
But I mean, it's so much better when you choose to face it. And I'm not saying it's easy, because I have my own stuff, y'all, and a lot of stuff that I share, I'm sharing out of my own experience. So
Darren, that's a longer show.
that is such.
You
that
get an hour,
is-
I'll take an hour.
Oh my!
We will start
An
digging
hour
deep.
wouldn't even be enough.
No, it
But I mean,
I'll
you
be
know,
doing this,
just do
going,
it.
Land the plane. Yeah. We gotta cut it off.
Look,
Land the plane.
Well, Julie Salter
Darian.
just chimed in and said, "Love it, Darian et al." Everyone that gave some thoughts to that particular
Yeah, that's good.
segment. She said, "I'm definitely motivated by your words and everyone else's." So,
Good.
awesome.
Oh,
Thank you,
thank
Julie.
you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
So
thank you,
we're
Julie.
we're all on this journey together called life, y'all.
Yeah.
So let's just do it, and you don't have to do it alone.
No.
You know, a lot of times we feel like we're in life alone, and that's because we may not take advantage of community. And sure, I'm sure community has not been the best for everybody at all points of your life, but you know, it's better to try to extend trust to someone who's earned that in your life. And sometimes you may have to take a chance on it, but life is surely better doing it with other
there's
people.
10 others behind you that have done it the exact same way.
Exactly.
You know, that have made the
Exactly.
same mistake,
Truth.
that have triumphed even better than you can imagine.
Facts. All right.
Absolutely. Before we log off, we also want to say JJ chimed in with this. The summer FAFSA is due Monday, April 15th. So if you want to take
stuff.
summer classes, get your FAFSA done by April 15th. Same day as tax day. So at least you have, you know, a couple of deadlines on the same day.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was important. Thank you, JJ, for pointing that out to us.
Shout out
Thanks,
to
JJ.
JJ on
Yes.
the East Coast. Hey, JJ.
Hey.
All right. Y'all,
All right,
look,
y'all.
have a great week.
Grab your
Enjoy all
glasses.
the
Yep.
activities. Keep in mind, we get a glance headed your way in just a very little while, so you can keep up with everything that's happening this week. And
Go Eclipse safely.
go Eclipse.
Yes.
all right, we're clear.